Let's talk about Ray J. Talking about choice, let's talk about Ray J. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's the ratings. Maybe it's terms of, you know, getting himself back on the headlines and being viral again. Ray J decided to come out recently, out of nowhere, and just say some random shit about the Kardashians, which is a very, very bad move in his case. Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner sued Ray J for defamation over blatantly false RICO claims. He came out randomly on his stream and said, there's a massive RICO on Diddy levels coming out about the Kardashians. Yeah, he said that. He said the Kardashians will have a massive RICO on their hands coming up soon. Obviously, no one believed it. But in his case, I think it was a very dumb move because they're obviously going to sue you. The family probably doesn't like him anyway for all the stuff he's been saying over the years about, you know, his relationship with Kim Kardashian, that legendary sex tape and shit, how that got released, why it got released. You know, I don't think they've ever been fans of him anyway. But they're definitely going to go out their way, I think, to bleed him dry or to teach him a lesson financially, not to speak on their name again. Because you can't just be coming out saying this type of shit, you know? You got to back it with something, you'd imagine. But here's the article courtesy of the Los Angeles Times. It says Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are taking legal action to snuff out accusations that they are subject of a federal criminal racketeering investigation, claims publicized by the former ex-boyfriend Ray J. Attorneys of the Kardashians, reality TV stars, and businesswomen sued the One Wish singer Wednesday for defamation on the false light publicity. The 13-page complaint filed in Los Angeles Superior Court stems from numerous comments Ray J made this year about his old flame and her family in a TMZ documentary and on a Twitch live stream. Ray J's public statements are blatantly false as a lawsuit. No such federal investigation exists. No law enforcement agency has initiated any criminal proceedings or investigations related to the racketeering charges against Miss Kardashian and Miss Jenner. It's just funny, isn't it? To accuse Kim and Kris of racketeering. Imagine if it's true though. Imagine if a year later there is a RICO out against the Kardashians. The internet is going to have to eat some humble pie in it if someone does come out and say there is a federal charges out against the Kardashians. And no credible evidence whatsoever supports these inflammatory allegations. Neither representative for the Keeping Up with the Kardashians alumni nor Ray J, born Ray Norman Jr., immediately responded for a request of comment. To the complaint alleges that Ray J, younger brother of singer-actor Brandy, first publicly... By the way, that's why you know Brandy... Now you know why Brandy has a love relationship with her brother. Right? You see a lot. Whenever they're on the cameras together, she's always like looking at him like he's an idiot. Now you get it, innit? Because imagine being Brandy. You have nothing to do with this shit. Ray J just happens to be your brother. Right? But every time Ray J gets mentioned, they mention your name because you're famous as well. Maybe more famous, whatever, but every time Ray J gets in trouble, they mention Brandy. And she has absolutely nothing to do with this. It must be so exhausting being Ray J's brother, I swear. Big up Brandy. It says first publicly suggested that the mother and daughter duo involvement in a RICO investigation in May 2025 when he appeared in a TMZ documentary United States v. Sean Combs inside the Diddy trial. The TMZ special chronicled the developments in the rap and alcohol brand mogul's high-profile federal sex case. The 44-year-old singer linked Combs' case to an ex-girlfriend and her famous family, stating in the special, "If you told me the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I might believe it." So he said it twice. So the Kardashians let him get him off for TMZ, yeah? The Kardashians let him get off that lie once on the TMZ documentary about Diddy. He said, "If you told me the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I'd believe it." So that's kind of like it's not really a statement, it's not really an accusation. He's just kind of saying something, you know, vague, something open-ended. They let him get it out once. But when he said it twice, they're like, no way. Attorneys for Jenner, 69. Oh, she's 69 years old. And Kardashian, 44. Alleged Ray J's comment was designed to plant the seed in the public mind, and that the reality star are comparable to Combs, who was accused of drugging women, violence against ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Venture, and orchestrating orgies known as free-costs. To date, Ray J has not retracted his knowingly false and disparaging comment. Months after appearing on TMZ special, Ray J doubled down on the claims on his Twitch stream live stream with rapper Christian Rock in September. The Sexy Canine star declared last week, "The federal RICO I'm about to drop." Honestly, Ray J is crazy. The federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. That's when they had to step in. It's one thing saying, oh, if someone told me the Kardashians are like that, but you can't say I'm gonna drop something. If you're gonna drop something, we're taking you to fucking court. According to court documents, during the live stream, Ray J also alleged, said the feds are coming. There's nothing I could do about it, and claimed the star's supposed RICO case is worse than Diddy's. I'm talking about. I'm on the news every day. I'm gonna say a lot of shit. He said. Elsewhere in the live stream, he urged his followers, anybody that's cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming. Ray J. Infamously, Ray J and Kim Kardashian were an item in the 2000s, though they broke up in 2006. Their sex tape was leaked in 2007, the same year Kim Kardashian's premiered on E! Attorneys for Jenner and Kardashians cast Ray J's accusations as last attempt to stay relevant. The lawsuit alleges that his history of making false and sensationalized claims about high-profile individuals to gain attention, citing an online incident with rapper Sexy Red. Oh yeah, true. He did randomly say something about Sexy Red, in it, about trying to fuck her or something, right? Yeah. Earlier this year, Ray J hinted that he got intimate with Sticky Rapper. He apologized for the claim and clarified that he was just sat near her at the same flight. Ray J is a fucking bozo, isn't it? Ray J hinted at getting intimate with the Sticky Rapper. He apologized for the claim and clarified that he had just sat near her on the same flight. He quote, "I went out of control. I said I slept with Sexy Red." That is some loser shit. The lawsuit says Jenner and Kardashians, who recently completed their legal training, suffered reputational harm that's taken and will continue a professional toll. They are seeking a jury trial and unspecified amount of damages exceeding $35,000. As news of the lawsuit spread, Ray J similarly stood firm his accusation. Yeah, in a video shared on Instagram on Wednesday, he asserted, "I'm not about to be silenced." He also said he spoke with Jenner Kardashian's attorney, Spiro, who allegedly asked him crazy questions, including whether he spoke to the feds. Honestly, like, y'all should be super scared because I'm not backing down. I'm tired of it. The rain is coming. There's nothing you could do about it. In another Instagram story shared on Wednesday, he announced to his followers that he would be going live on Twitch at 2 a.m. That's 5 o'clock New York time. Perfect time for the Breakfast Club and to be stalking my page and see what I'm gonna say. Fucking hell, Ray J, man. It's interesting, isn't it? He's really talented as a singer. R&B. He's got a really good voice on him. He's obviously, you know, R&B royalty, being associated and known with fucking Brandy. He's a decent enough actor. You'd think he'd have enough on his plate, enough tools, enough talent to not have to do this for attention, you know? Because even if it's true, let me tell us as a matter of fact, even if it is true that the Kardashians have got a RICO coming up about them or coming up involving them soon, don't think that he's doing this in order to like save women's lives. He's not doing this to save women's lives. He's not doing this because he's a good guy. He's doing it because it's bringing him attention. Simple as that. But you'd think with somebody with him, and I guess it's maybe the perfect juxtaposition, right? The Kardashians are known as a family who people refer to as having no talent. All these people have no talent, but they have all the money, all the fame, all the clout. And they've kind of, you know, changed people's perception of what talent is. They kind of ushered in this whole reality TV thing, But then Ray J has legit talent. But he can't make money from his talent, which is why he's getting involved or doing these crazy, nonsensical, bullshit tactics and whatever to get his name out there. It kind of goes to show you the game has changed. It's not just about talent. You have to have both. You have to be able to have talent. You also have to have the ability to kind of, you know, get the attention, get the eyeballs on you, influence culture, be able to go viral, whether it's for the good or for the bad reason. If you go viral, it's all fucking good. So I guess that's what he's trying to do now. But unfortunately for him, the problem that he has is that him and Kim didn't end on good terms. He's been speaking ill of Kim for a while. Every time I feel like he speaks about the Kardashians, especially Kim Kardashian, he speaks very ill of them. And now again, he has his right to, because of that sex tape and shit, but he doesn't really have any nice words to say about this family. So the problem that he's going to have now, I think going forward, is that this family is going to make it their mission to bleed him dry or to leave him with some sort of financial scarring, because he's been pissing them off for ages. So they're going to want to teach him a lesson. They're going to want to drag this out, because you can imagine the Kardashians probably have enough money to waste money to then damage his pockets. You get me? They'll be happy to pay their lawyers to string this case along, right? Because it's going to mean Ray J will have to pay his lawyers. And they know their money's longer than his. So eventually it's going to get to a point where he's going to start really begging, you know? It's a really weird move from him. Really fucking weird move. But I guess when you're desperate, you have to do what you got to do. I guess when you're desperate, you got to do what you got to do. And there's always a possibility. Think about this. There's always a possibility that he could be telling the truth. There's always a possibility he could be telling the truth. And we have to eat humble pie. But I really do doubt it. I really fucking do doubt it.